Morning students. So today we are going to discuss two important relationships between E cell and Kc and E cell and delta G. Okay, delta G, it is Gibbs free energy, and Kc, it is equilibrium constant when concentrations are considered. And E cell or E naught cell, E naught cell is when standard conditions are taken, then cell EMF, and E cell is when normal conditions or any other conditions, then STP or standard temperature and pressure are taken, then we take it as E cell. Okay, now so the two important relations we are going to do it now. First of all, equilibrium constant from Nernst equation. So when we are going to relate cell potential and equilibrium constant, then we have to start from the electrochemical cell. Now let us take this cell, zinc copper cell, or we say it is Daniell cell. Then first of all we will write the half cell reactions occurring in this cell, and then we will write the complete cell equation. Okay, so complete cell equation is this much. Now when from this equation we have to write first of all Nernst equation. Okay, now before that we can say one thing. We have done equilibrium in 11th standard. You have done equilibrium chapter. There you did how to write the equilibrium constant expression when a reaction is in equilibrium. Okay, so for this particular cell reaction, according to law of chemical equilibrium, we will write the Kc value. When we write the Kc value, then how we write it? Kc is equal to product of the concentrations of products. Now product are zinc 2 positive and copper. So copper value is taken as unity, so that we will not write zinc 2 positive concentration and divided by copper 2 positive concentration multiplied by zinc. So these concentration values are required. Which one? This one and this one. Okay, now these two, when the ratio of the two will be taken, then that becomes the Kc value. Okay, now here when this reaction occurs in zinc copper cell, then what does it mean? It means concentration of zinc 2 positive keeps on increasing while the concentration of copper 2 positive keeps on decreasing. Now we are talking about the concentrations in the two half cells. Okay, now at the same time voltage of the cell as read on the voltmeter keeps on decreasing. Means whatever value we will get in the beginning, with the passage of time, since there is change in concentrations, so its value will keep on decreasing. Okay, now after some time we will note that there is no change in the concentration of copper and zinc. Okay, and that time voltmeter will give 0 reading. Okay, now this is the point of equilibrium. Okay, when there is equilibrium definition, when there is no appreciable or no observable change is observed, then that stage is called equilibrium. Okay, now when cell doesn't give any voltage, that time we can write this equation in the form of equilibrium. Okay, and then how can we write? We can write the Nernst equation like this. E cell is equal to, now here we have taken this value as 0. Actually what happens that when equilibrium is there, then E cell value will be 0. Okay, now see, sometimes we confuse that which value is 0. Equilibrium means there is no flow of current, or we can say we are not able to see any voltage. So when we are getting 0 value, it means difference in the potentials of the two half cells is 0. Okay, now which one value is to be put as 0, E cell or E naught cell? So here you must not confuse. When we are saying E naught, then it means it is under standard conditions, and when there are standard conditions, then our right electrode will also have some definite value, and when it is standard condition, then our left electrode will also have some definite value. So there is always some value of E naught cell. It is never 0 because these two have some values definitely. Okay. Now, since this will have some value, so which value will be 0? E cell will be 0. Okay, so this is to be remembered. Now, Nernst equation, when we are writing for the given equation, then it will be E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 2.303 RT over NF into log of zinc 2 positive ion concentration over copper 2 positive ion concentration. Okay. Now, when we talk about this equilibrium constant, then equilibrium constant is equal to this much, just now we discussed, and E cell value is 0. Why it is 0? Because of equilibrium. Okay, why it is 0? You must know that after some time, when the cell starts working, after some time there will be 0 voltage in the voltmeter. Now that 0 voltage will tell us that the cell reaction is in equilibrium. Okay, so cell reaction is in equilibrium. It means difference in the half cell potentials is 0. So this value is E cell is equal to 0. Okay. Now, when we put all the values, then we will get this equation. Okay, E naught cell is equal to 0.059 over 2 log of Kc. Now see, we know that when we put all the values over here, 2.303 RT, when R value, T value and F values are put, then it becomes equal to 0.059. Now N value here is 2. How it is calculated? By writing the half cell reactions and then cancelling the total number of electrons. So 2 electrons are cancelled here, so N value is 2. Okay. Now E naught cell value is known to us. For Daniell cell it is 1.1 volt. So when we put this also here, then this equation becomes as this much. Log of Kc is equal to this much. Okay. We have put the value of E naught cell. So we are considering now this much portion. Okay, so log Kc is equal to 37.288. So Kc value is equal to this much. Okay, so when we talk about Daniell cell, for which E naught cell value is this much, okay, then here we will get Kc value as equal to this much. Okay, now in general, when we talk about any electrochemical cell, then this is the relation which is to be remembered. E naught cell is equal to 2.303 RT over NF log Kc, or we can write it like this also. E naught cell is equal to 0.059 over N log of Kc. Okay, one and same thing. So what all things are to be determined then? See, here are there are only 3 things. One is E naught cell, and second is N value, and next is Kc value. So out of these 3, E naught cell will be given to us. Then from the cell reaction we can calculate the value of N, and if these 2 things are given, then Kc value can be easily calculated. Okay, so this is the equation which is to be used properly. Okay, now let us remind this again, revise this again. In general, E naught cell is equal to 2.303 RT over NF log of Kc. So this equation gives the relationship between equilibrium constant of the reaction and standard potential of the cell. Okay, standard potential of the cell is this, and this is equilibrium constant. Okay, now equilibrium constant can be calculated from the E naught value of the cell. So from here what we can know, what we can generalize, that if a cell is given to us, then E naught cell value is known to us, then Kc can be easily calculated. Okay, so this is the relation for determination of Kc. Now let us solve one example. Here one cell reaction is given to us and E naught cell value is also given. Okay, so we will apply the formula. Since Kc is to be calculated, so E naught cell is equal to 0.059 over n log of Kc. Now when we calculate the value of n, this we have to write in our answer. Copper gives copper 2 positive plus 2 electrons, and silver Ag positive plus electron, it gives silver. Okay, now when we have to cancel the electrons, then we have to multiply this equation with 2. So 2 electrons and 2 electrons will cancel and we will get the desired equation, this one. Okay, now what we can see from here, Kc, it is already written there, Kc value will be equal to, from the overall cell reaction, Cu2 positive concentration divided by Ag positive concentration raised to power 2. Okay, so in this way we can write the value of Kc, but here we have to calculate Kc, so we will just put the formula. Now n value is 2, number of electrons cancelled are 2, so E naught cell value is also given this much, so log Kc is equal to 15.6. so Kc will be equal to NT log of 15.6. now when we determine the NT log value from the NT log table, then Kc value will be equal to 3.92 into 10 raised to power 15. Okay, now let us move to the second relation. Second relation is between electrochemical cell and Gibbs free energy of the reaction. Now see, as we know that Gibbs free energy tells us about the energy available in the system which can be used for useful work. Okay, now in case of electrochemical cell, which type of work is done? It is electrical work done. Okay, now electrical work done in 1 second is equal to electrical potential multiplied by total charge passed. So how can we calculate the electrical work done? We can calculate electrical work done by multiplying electrical potential by total charge passed. Okay, now how to calculate the total charge passed? If we want to obtain maximum work from galvanic cell, then charge has to be passed reversibly. The reversible work done by a galvanic cell is equal to decrease in its Gibbs free energy, and therefore if the EMF of the cell is E, NF is the amount of charge passed. Okay, and delta G is the Gibbs free energy of the reaction. Okay, so what is to be remembered? See, Gibbs free energy gives tells us about the energy available in the system for doing useful work. In case of electrochemical cell, useful work done is electrical work done. Electrical work done is product of electrical potential and total charge passed. Now what is the total charge passed? Total charge passed is NF. Okay, and what is the electrode potential of the cell? That is E cell. Now when we multiply NF with E cell, then it gives the Gibbs free energy of the reaction. Okay, now negative sign means that this is the energy we have done in 11th standard also in thermodynamics chapter, that delta G should be negative for the spontaneity of a reaction. Okay, so negative sign tells us here about the spontaneity of the reaction. Okay, now we have got one more relation. In case we are given standard conditions, then delta G naught will be equal to minus NF E naught. Okay, so these two relations are one and same thing, only if conditions vary then we have to put not also, otherwise it is one and same thing. Now again we are taking this cell, galvanic cell, Daniell cell. If we write the overall cell reaction, then it will be zinc plus copper 2 positive, it gives zinc 2 positive plus copper. And if we write the Gibbs free energy relation with EMF of the cell, then it is delta G is equal to minus NF E cell. Now what is the value of N? Number of electrons cancelled in this case are equal to 2. Number of electrons cancelled is equal to 2 in this case. So N value is 2. Now if we do like this, see, when we write the equation like this, means we have multiplied the above equation by 2. When we have multiplied the equation by 2, then energy has also doubled. Okay, so what we have to do now again, we have to calculate the total number of electrons cancelled. So in this case there were 2 electrons cancelled, in this case there are 4 electrons cancelled because it is multiplied with 2. So this will be the relation in this case. Okay, now if concentrations of all the reacting species are unity, now again we are talking about the standard conditions, that if concentrations are unity and temperature is 298 Kelvin and pressure is 1 atmospheric, then it will be standard condition, or we will say E cell is equal to E naught cell. Okay, then the relation will be delta G naught is equal to minus NF E naught cell. Okay, so from the value of delta from the value of E naught cell, we can calculate the value of delta G naught. Okay, now we have done two relations. In a previous relation there was E naught cell was equal to 2.303 RT over NF. See here, just now we have done 2.303 RT over NF log Kc. So if we put this value there, 2.303 RT over NF into log Kc, where it is to be put? Here. If we put here, then there will be one more relation, and that relation will be this. Here K stands for Kc. So we can have three relations now. What is given to us and what is to be calculated, on the basis of that we can have three relations. Very first relation was E naught cell is equal to 0.059 over n log of Kc or K. Okay, this is first relation. Second relation is this one, where naught will be replaced if standard conditions are not there. Okay, and third relation, by the combination of these two, becomes this one, delta G naught is equal to minus RT log K. Okay, so these are very important relations for numerical purposes. Now let us solve one numerical. Okay, now see, again we have taken a Daniell cell for which cell potential value is 1.1 volt, and we have to calculate standard Gibbs free energy for the relation. Okay, now our relationship is delta G naught is equal to minus NF E naught cell. Now N for this is 2. Okay, F we know it is either 96500 we can take, or exactly we can take 96487. Okay, similarly E naught cell value is known to us. Now everything is known, N E naught F. When we put this, then the units will be, we have to remember 1 volt into 1 coulomb is equal to 1 joules. Okay, this is to be remembered. So here it comes out to be 21227 joule per mole. Okay, okay, so this was the example. Now on the basis of these relations which we have discussed just now, you have to solve these two numericals Okay, thank you.